Hey guys, it's Conf Hollywood Studios here with a really exciting video. Over the weekend we decided to take the drone down to Prospertown Lake, which for those of you who don't know, that is what we're flying over right now. This lake is public property, and I just want to make it clear before we get further into the video that no property was trespassed on. We made sure that the drone was kept over the lake the whole time, never encroached on Great Adventure's private property, since obviously that would be illegal. You cannot film over Great Adventure as that is private property. But we made sure we stayed over Prospertown Lake to take a look at Great Adventure during the off season. As I know a lot of people have been wondering, what's going on? Is Nitro getting repainted? What's happening at the park during the 2022-2023 off season? Right off the bat, we can obviously tell that Nitro is not being repainted, whether they didn't start or it's not going to be a 2023 project. Personally, I think they're pushing it to the 2024-2023 off season. That way it'll be ready for the 50th anniversary, because obviously there's not even a sign of test paint unless any of you spot anything. Personally, I don't see anything. And I also want to say that the whole video is going to be a voiceover. There will be times where I let the audio just kind of play. There is no drone audio, but there will be music in the background. But I watched this video twice now just to see if I notice anything different throughout. And there are definitely a couple cool things which we'll see more of as we get further into the video. Right here we're flying pretty close to Jersey Devil. Nothing new in the Jersey Devil area, however we can see Jersey Devil's neighbor, Barnstormer, is very far along. We'll get a better look at that a little later on in the clip. Taking a look at Batman, nothing to see there. Received its paint job last off-season, so it still looks great. And of course, everyone wants to know about El Toro, what the retract situation is over there. Unfortunately, I really can't get that close to El Toro the way it's positioned in the park. It's just too far back for me to really get close enough to see what's going on retract-wise. I can only assume that they're doing a great job, and later on in this clip, I am going to take a pause and zoom in on some of the shots I have of El Toro to see what I can see, but there's only a few things I really noticed from so far, and of course it gets blurry as you zoom in. Parachutes were recently announced to be closing forever, and they are still standing. I have a feeling they're going to be standing all of the 2023 season, as demo for something like that is very difficult. Around this point in the video, this is where I start to zoom in and use the zoom feature. Obviously there's a major quality dip once I zoom, but this is taking a look at El Toro, and the bottom of the drop to me looks like it's still missing track. I know it's very difficult to see because of how blurry it is. And another thing people have really been wanting to know a lot more about is the arena, the Northern Star Arena, as that is a location where it is heavily rumored Great Adventure will be building a roller coaster for the 2024 season. And it doesn't look like, from over here at least, there has been anything done. Again, it's very difficult to tell from this side of the park. Really, it would have been nice if the lake was on the other side of the park. That way we got an easier view of the stuff we want to see. And unfortunately, this is the only things we're really able to see from over here. Taking another look at Jersey Devil, of course, Congo Rapids is fully drained for the off-season. It'll be loaded back up soon. And here we have a good look at Barnstormer, which looks like it's pretty close to being completed, honestly. Most of the ride parts are in place. They have some rocks along the side, and you can see that Looney Tunes Seaport Bridge is still standing. I know a lot of people thought maybe they were going to get rid of it, but it is still standing. I don't know if you guys caught that, but next to Skyway Station, you can also see that the gondolas are sitting there next to Skyway Station, I guess getting ready for off-season maintenance. And over in Joker's Plaza, you can see a crane of some kind parked, along with a few vehicles around there. Maybe they're working on the signage. Looked like there might have even been people over there at the time of filming, which is really cool to see. But other than that, there's not really too much to see. Again, I encourage you all, if you want to take a pause at any point throughout the video and take a screenshot and try to look closer, I highly encourage it, and comment down below if you catch anything I didn't. I was also trying to take a look at the ride graveyard, as it's commonly called, to see if there's any possible new rides being prepared, and it didn't look like there were any at this time. Now, there was a cut in the video. It's because I was taking a few still pictures just to see what else I could see. We're getting a nice look from abroad of the whole park, and again, nothing really too much. I did notice something in the field next to Cyborg. I'm not too sure what it may be. It looked like there could have been just some stuff laying around. Maybe they didn't get a chance to move it yet. Could be still decor from Holiday in the Park. Again, there's not really much of a rush to take down the Holiday in the Park decorations, since the park doesn't reopen until April, so there's not really a time restraint there. But again, I really do encourage you guys, if you see anything at all that looks notable that I didn't talk about throughout this video, let me know in the comment section. I looked at all the major rumored spots for different things, and everything seems to be going the way I expected. It's really nice to see all the progress on Barnstormer, and of course, hopefully El Toro will have a good recovery over the off season. It was very difficult to tell. A little later on in this video, we're gonna take a look at some stills of El Toro to see what exactly we can see of the ride. But that's gonna about do it for the drone part, as we're heading back to Prospertown Lake, the parking lot. So let's take a look at some other still shots. Taking a closer look at El Toro, again, I do apologize that this photo is very grainy. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. That's just what happens with this camera. As you zoom in, of course, it naturally gets grainy and lower quality. But like I said earlier, I'm thinking there's still track missing from the bottom of the first drop. At least that's kind of what it looks like. It does look like there may be track missing from the bottom of the first Camelback as well, but that could just be because the image is slightly distorted due to the distance. And it also does look like there may be some kind of a machine next to the station, kind of where Rolling Thunder used to be in that whole gravel area. I'm not sure what that could be. It could be a crane of some kind. I'm not too sure, but I do believe there is something present there. Again, very, very difficult to tell. Can't see anything in the turnaround or really anything in the twister section either. I can't tell if that turn into the Rolling Thunder Hill is still missing any track. If you remember at the end of the 2022 season, it was missing track on one of the rails leading up into the hill. And taking a look over at the Northern Star Arena, I really cannot see any signs of demolition or construction or anything along those lines, unfortunately. That could mean that we may be looking at a different location for a 2024 project, or maybe even no 2024 project at all. Again, I don't really want to think about that possibility, but it's definitely something to consider, considering we haven't seen any construction yet, and this would be the time to start prepping for construction for a major project, like what people are speculating for 2024 Great Adventure. It's very possible that the rumors we heard may have been true at one point and might have just gotten canned. There's no way of telling for sure, unfortunately. And I was also trying to take a look at Skyscreamer to see if the Extreme Flight car, or gondola, whatever you want to call it, is still on there. Unfortunately, from this distance, it's just too difficult to tell, so I'm not sure if Skyscreamer Extreme Flight will return for the 2023 season. We'll just have to wait and find out. But as for everything else, I believe that is everything I was able to see from this quick off-season flyby. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, if I missed anything that you caught, please let me know down in the comment section so that I can read it and maybe even see if I find it looking back at the footage. I encourage you to take a look, pause, and see if you notice anything I didn't. But, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.